Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing another YDIB or You Draw I Build, where I've asked members of my Discord to draw pictures that they would like to see me attempt to recreate right here in ScrapMan, bringing their 2D imagination into 3D virtuality. And up first, we have by Cheese Hoover, a Hoover that uses glow bugs that eat cardboard. This person seems very preoccupied with Hoovers. So this actually seems like a pretty interesting concept that if it works, will probably be very satisfying. And if it doesn't work, will be very unsatisfying. So let's either be satisfied or unsatisfied. All right, by the looks of it, there are 5 glow bugs. So there we go, 5 glow bugs. So one thing I don't know about these glow bugs is if they can eat through a single layer of material. I have released the glow bugs, so this is gonna be a really big Hoover if this is how, I mean, this is how big I need to make it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some cardboard down right here. Oh, 5 is not enough. 5 is, I mean, it's as much as it's gonna fit in here, but this is gonna be a very slow Hoover. At least we know proof of concept, it works. I think it would be smart to replace the bottom material with low friction block. That way our Hoover can slide across the ground more efficiently. All right, I'm gonna use these giant pipe pieces for the, the vacuum tube. There we go. It's actually gonna be really cool looking. I like these pipe pieces. All right, I think I've got everything all hooked up appropriately. So we press W to start going forward. It is a very slow Hoover. There we go. Now it is a slightly faster Hoover. I'm gonna paint this thing up real quick, and then we're gonna test it out. All right, somebody spilt a whole bunch of cardboard everywhere. Oh my goodness. Look at that, these terrible, messy people. Maybe it was the hay bots, but ready, watch this. Yes, now I have loose pieces, so they're not gonna stop me in my tracks. And then what I can do is pop capsules. Oh, and now we have a Glowbug Hoover, I hope. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it's working very slowly. It's working so slowly. This is the slowest, most time-consuming Hoover. Eventually it'll be clean. All right, this is not as satisfying as I was hoping it was gonna be. It's cute and nice as the glow bugs are. I really feel like Spud Gun Hoover would be much more time efficient. And look at this. All clean. There we go. The Glowbug Hoover was a success. Okay, up next by Techno, never spill your coffee again with the Gyro mug version 3. It's been a long-running gag that people are just trying to create the most perfect stabilized mug so that we just stop spilling our drinks, because it is such a problem in ScrapMan. Oh, I forgot about the glow bugs. I gotta get rid of these guys in a nice, humane way. Kill all. All right, so the Gyro Mug V3, this is interesting. So there's the bottom of it attaches to the car. So we can just spawn in any car and build this thing to attach to it. Now what confuses me is it looks like there are these various suspension pieces on it, and there's suspension pieces on the bottom going outwards from the middle. And I feel like those are gonna be opposing suspension pieces that are just gonna not allow each other to do anything. But you know what? You drew it. I'm gonna build it. So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna follow the instructions the best I can. Sometimes I mess up, but we'll see what we come up with. I like how you colored it the word plastic the same color as plastic, just to make it that much easier to understand. All right, so we've got block and we've got bearing. Now we've got block, 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 and then here's where it gets interesting. Suspension and suspension. I don't know what these 2 suspension pieces are gonna be doing, because if this one contracts, this one like can't expand to compensate. So I don't know what your plan is. Should I be using the short suspension? I think I should be using the short suspension. All right, and then we've got block, block, and then bearing, bearing. Okay, so now we need to build out from here at a diagonal with our handy dandy wedge blocks. Now we got block, block, block. All right, and then I don't think I have enough room, because we have this, and then that, and then suspension, and that is going past the center point. Maybe it was supposed to be the 3 wide suspension after all. Okay, so now we got bearing, block, and then I think I have to actually go to the 2 long suspension, because otherwise the dimension of this just don't match up. There we go, and now we've got a block here. Yeah, and then pipe piece, and then heavy block. There we are. And then we put the mug on top of that thing. All right, so this isn't telling me to change any settings or anything, so I'm just gonna leave everything at the default, and we are going to go ahead and weld this. I don't know, right here. There it is. Gyro mug version 3. Let's see how this mug behaves. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, see, now, oh. This is probably accurate because the direction of the okay, I don't know anymore. I really don't have a lot of confidence that this thing is keeping whatever liquid inside. You know, I don't know. I don't know if multi-axis rotation is really what's meant to be happening with the gyro. I think we may have lost a couple of drops. Just a few drops. I don't know why it's so bad. Why is it so bad? Like, why isn't it correcting itself? It should be leveling off. These are unpowered bearings. Get fixed. Fix yourself. Hey, why is this not even... What? Why is this not even moving? I think we're having an unintended suspension glitch happening between these 2 suspension pieces. Like, I bet... Yeah, see? Yeah, they were... Oh! Oh! It's beautiful. We've transcended gyro stabilized mug, and we've gone into wormhole opening mug. You can't spill your coffee. If it teleports to another dimension, it's never actually spilt. This looks like a ballerina doing like a pirouette. And broken. All right, well, that was a wonderful use of my time. All right, up next by Goober, a weird suspension bow thingy. And I think long time ago, I may have messed with something similar to this, but worth a revisit if that's the case. So there's a lot of suspension that is like stacked in a very particular way so that if you pull the middle back, all of the suspension will compress under tension. And then if you release it, it should apparently yeet the bomb. So I'm gonna build this vertically instead of horizontally. There's no indication of if we're looking top down or side on. So I'm just gonna go with literally how the drawing looks. It's going to be easier to build it horizontally initially, and then I'll weld it vertically. All right, so we got suspension, and then we go off of the suspension and back down, and then over, and we've got another suspension. And we continue this until we have 4 suspensions. So now that I have built this, I think what I can do is copy this and then weld this right there. And I think we've now got a mirrored version. Now here's where things are gonna get more complicated. I now need a mechanism to pull this back. All right, so in order to pull this back, I need a mechanism that is able to extend downwards. And I think the best way to do that is going to be a piston. And then if I just weld that to the piston, now when we extend the piston, we should apply tension to all of the springs. So let's test it out real quick. I will set the piston on maximum range, keep it on slow. There we go. You can see everything compressing, and that is the maximum compression right there. I'm gonna put these at the maximum limit of their level 1 setting, and now I need to actually redo what I did with this here. I need to make this cardboard. Well, let's see what happens if I delete it. Ready? All right, that's not the fastest, so I'm gonna have to upgrade all these and increase the strength. All right, I add a cardboard block there, and then I add a mountable spud gun right there, and that'll shoot the cardboard block when ready. So the only thing remaining is to add an explosive in here. There we go. Oh, I hope that explosive stays there. All right, retract the bow. Oh, look at the explosive wobbling around. All right, and then fire the projectile. I mean, it did go up. It's not the most deadly of bows. You know what? I've decided for this one, I'm actually going to flip it onto its side. All right, bring it down. I should have you know, I should have released it after I brought it down. But no, that's working. It's working. All right. Yeah, see, it just doesn't go back far enough. All right, but we are going to launch in 3, 2, 1, launch. Hey, it's not even, it doesn't even have enough impact force to immediately explode the projectile. But hey, you drew it. I built it. That's what we got. All right, and up next by Limo, the amazing flying screamer. Thruster to make everyone hear the screams. Red Topbot for extra scary screams. Spawn about 50 per world for maximum scream. So this one I just thought was silly. I just kind of wanted to hear the Topbots screaming and flying around. Let's just build it. It's a super quick build, so let's just build it and spawn a bunch. I'm not gonna do like 50, but I'll do enough. This is gonna be ridiculous. I don't even think this is gonna fly straight because I'm pretty sure these things do not center. They're not gonna center on the thrusters. All right, so we got our thruster. Oh no, it does center. Okay, oh, that's actually perfect. I actually cannot attach it on the side like the drawing. So we're just gonna have it face that way. And then we have a switch on it. And that switch is pretty much going to do that and that. And of course, if it's screaming, it has to be high pitched. Oh, there it goes. All right, I didn't actually mean to do it yet. I wish there was a way. No, there is a way. I'm just gonna have it be always on. Oh, there it goes. I'm just gonna have it be always on with some logic. Oh, that was actually kind of, that one sounded different. So I really hope one of these at some point will actually like come back in my direction. I just want to spawn enough in that it'll fly by me at some point, you know? I want one of them to just come back. I see one over there. I really want one to fly by me. I want to hear this. All right, I must have sent at least 50 out by now, and they're just all gone. It's very disappointing. They all went that way, though. They all spawned the same direction on the lift. You know, I got an idea. Here, I spawned that right there, and I'm just gonna walk in this direction, and I'm gonna shoot it at myself. Oh, I actually just kind of heard one. Oh, there it goes. And flying screamer, here we go. You know what's kind of disappointing? The sound has a release tail, so then eventually they actually stop screaming. It's not an eternal scream of agony. Oh well, not all creations can be as good as the conception. All right, one more time though. See, that's all I want. I just want to hear that like a whole bunch of times. Okay, up next by French Guy is the Two Wheels car. So this is interesting. It looks like a pickup truck, but the wheels are just centered on it. So it's basically a motorcycle and it's using a thruster balance system. It's a relatively simple concept that is something that we've used before, but I just kind of like the design. I like the aesthetic of it and I want to see it. I want to see it in Scrap Mechanic. I like the idea of just like a pickup truck with two wheels. It gives me like those three-wheeled car vibes, but this one also has a single back wheel instead of just a single front wheel. All right, so I built this odd width because it definitely is gonna need a center point for this center wheel. Oh no, I'm just actually realizing these wheels are 2 blocks wide, aren't they? Well, if the wheel is centered, the steering point won't be centered. If the steering point is centered, the wheel won't be centered. And because this is more aesthetically about the placement of the wheel than the steering point, I am going to make the wheel centered. I am very sorry to all of you for, you're not gonna have a very satisfying steering point here. All right, there we go. So now you can see the wheel is centered. All right, I literally copy and pasted it and welded it onto the back. So now I just gotta build like the cabin area and add the thrusters and sensors and auto balance system. All right, then we got thruster and thruster. Just like that. And then we've got a sensor right about here and a sensor right about there. All right, engine goes there. This engine goes to the wheels. Steering goes to that. I don't know if I want I don't think I want four-wheel steering. I don't think I want all-wheel steering. In this case, two-wheel steering. So in that case, since I already have I copy and pasted this steering bearing, I'm just gonna lock it up with a controller. And then now this sensor hooks into that thruster and this sensor hooks into that thruster. And I think that's pretty much the intended design here. So I'm gonna paint it up and let's see how it goes. All right, I think I'm ready. You guys ready? I'm not. A lot of painting I missed, and I realized I never actually turned the engine up or hooked the engine up to the seat. All right, now I think I'm ready. Here we go. Look at that, perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. Oh boy. Oh boy, there goes the rocking. Just as predicted. All right. Oh, my turning is reversed. 1 second. There we go. These thrusters are on max power. I might add another set. All right. Let's see how this works. No, that's not how that works. All right. Let's see how this works. Oh, it works good in the turn. Does not work good on the straightaway. You know what the problem is though? I have too much of a buffer. Too much of a dead zone. All right, so let's put the sensors up to like 8 or so. We need it to detect the ground like as soon as we start tilting pretty much. Yeah, see, still too much. All right, here's the problem. You know what I need? I need the sensors to be on an angle. All right, so now it should detect the ground as soon as we start tilting. I have the sensors angled down a little bit. So here we go. And then, oh my goodness. All right, let's turn to the left. Okay, yeah, see, it's too much. Well, look at it. Look at the drawing. And look at us. Look at us go. Yeah. You know what I need? I need a little bit of a back window so I can see the amazingness of my thrusters. There we go. It's beautiful. It's terrifying and beautiful all at the same time. Just look at that one wheel down there. All right, turning. We're turning. Yeah. What a wonderful ride. Here, let's go first person, strict follow camera. This is what it's like to ride a 2-wheeled pickup truck. I'm a very short driver. All right, turn. Yeah, just keep turning and you'll have a better experience. All right, let's go over the tracks here. Ready? Gonna have a bumpy time. All right, we don't have a lot of ground clearance in this thing. If there was a train on this world, we would be in quite the predicament. But fortunately, it's a very lonely world and we have no friends. Very fortunate for us, aren't we? Well, on that note, which one of these creations was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to see some more stuff, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and check out some of the other amazing things on the channel right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.